We're plating the veal.
Yeah, I like the whole ritual.
Well, that is the ritual.
We're plating the veal.
And Marco then came up and said, and how did you find that, Linda?
Did you enjoy that?
Yes.
You didn't do anything?
Yes, I know. I just yelled loud. Is that it? Sort of an interesting thing. You yell and people just bring you things.
It's the best job in the kitchen.
I liked it. I'm going to try it at home. I don't know if it'll work.
It does work, Linda. Look, chips! Oh, thank you very much. Another one, maybe. Chocolate! Oh, thank you so much. Of course, they didn't shout as much as Marco because it's impossible to shout as much as Marco. He's got everybody's attention in the kitchen. But what do they think of him out in the restaurant? Baby elephant! Yeah, and he works for food then.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
Table 5.
Service. He looks like he's in a foul mood tonight.
If I had a friend with a nervous disposition, I wouldn't bring them to this restaurant for dinner because I couldn't afford the counselling afterwards.
That means nothing. I want it in minutes.
Oh, no, I would never speak to Mark. I'm too scared. It frightens me to death.
I'll tell you one thing. If I wasn't happy with the food, I would never tell him.
What's your problem?
Well, I was going to complain, but I'm kind of scared.
You got anything else to say?
I'm very easily intimidated,
Go with it.
so I would be a bit scared because I know he'd shout.
2 crab, 2 shrimp. You stay there.
If there's anything wrong with the food, I'd either ignore it or eat it.
Where's my crab? I want my
Marco.
crab. The customer's asking for the crab, Linda.
It's a little bit kind of stressful sitting right next to the past with that flaming Marco yelling in your ear the whole time. It's like, oh.
Where's the tuna? Where's the tuna? Where's the tuna?
Yeah, come on, tuna. I mean, like, raw.
Come on. Thank you very much. Just leave Ronaldo. Ha,
I wouldn't want to cross him, I don't think.
ha. Give it back to them. They've got a choice. They can eat it or leave it.
He's the cold face, you know. We are wilting violets, tulips in his company.
Give me 2 tartare in 4 minutes.
Marco is so angry because he has a slight resemblance of Mick Hucknall, but he skipped the ginger gene.
Marco is actually looking like Captain Hook with that thing on his head. And I'm strangely drawn.
There's something so sexy about Marco, yeah, why?
Scream away.
He's quite hot, Marco, yeah. He does look like a barbarian. He looks like a passionate barbarian, which as a woman isn't an altogether bad thing.
He's like a warrior.
What extremes people will go to meet me.
It's extraordinary. They all want to meet the great white.
Love him, love him, love him. I think he's a very charismatic guy.
Thank you very much. We want to go home tonight.
Oh, yes, Marco. Whatever you say.
And she's next to Marco again, and she's slightly disconcerting.
Plenty of time after service. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just asking you to respect our job.
Should I worry? No. Look at him with that ridiculous thing on his head.
And you know what keeps going through my head? He made Gordon Ramsay cry.
Marco, without a doubt, is simply the best. What time is it? It's Marco time.
He comes across all tough, and I think it's all a bit of an act. I think he's a bit of a pussycat, really.
Well, I've got to say, Marco scares the crap out of me.
Still to come, there's a split in the kitchen.
So you will have to choose your team.
And Anthea plays dirty.
Do you have to remember, a stiff willy has no conscience.
Welcome back to Hell's Kitchen, where the pressure is building as Marco prepares to sack his second celebrity. Just imagine how tense it'll be by the end. Well, you don't have to. You could be here yourself. Tonight's your very last chance to win a table for 2 at the grand final, an all-expenses paid trip to London and an overnight stay. Just answer this question. Flaky, puff and phyllo are all types of what? A, pasta, B, pudding, or C, pastry. Call 0901 29 39 123. Calls cost £1 from BT landlines. Calls from other networks may be higher and from mobiles will be considerably more. Text A, B or C to 83000. Text costs £1 plus 1 standard network rate message. Sky and Virgin Media viewers press red now.
or enter online for free at itv.com. Entrance must be 18 or over. Lines close at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Entries made after the closing time will not be counted, but may still be charged.
So they'd all taken a turn at running the pass. Their confidence was high and they were feeling at home in the kitchen. But how long would it last? With Marco around, I'm thinking, not very. Table 14, please. Hold second.
I think I spent the whole evening complaining about everything, and normally I'm really easy to please, but I think I ordered really badly, and I caused a lot of fuss with the waiting staff. And we've only just met, and now you think of me as that moany bastard, don't you?
No, not at all.
The main course was great, but it was cold and I did have a hair in it. It was quite wiry, got stuck in my throat.
That was an interesting evening, wasn't it? You enjoyed it?
Yes, Marco.
I'm sure. Nick! Diners verdict.
I like that. That's
obviously, you were the brainchild behind it, Aid.
Well coordinated. The code was Dinah's verdict.
Funny. Okay, get the insults over and done with.
General comments. The food was very good. I was expecting everyone to be a bit more stressed out. I had a hair in my mash, short, black and wiry. Looking at nobody.
It wasn't you, Bruce.
So this is the overall scores for the service. The lowest score for starters is 1 out of 10 for the fish soup. The highest score for starters is 10 out of 10 for the asparagus. The average score for starters is therefore 7 out of 10. The lowest score for main dish is 2 out of 10 for the turbot. The highest score for main dish is 10 out of 10 for the lamb. The overall score for mains is 7 out of 10. You happy with that?
Thank you, Nick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Danielle, you were tired tonight.
Yeah, but I found the strength within me, Marco.
But you did well.
Thanks.
Aid, how did you find it?
Tonight, I've had fun every night. I feel like I've got a job in the kitchen. I'm not doing Hell's Kitchen. I'm actually just working in a kitchen, and I'm here for life. Do you know what I mean?
You enjoyed it.
I did, yeah.
You did all right, didn't you?
I did have a lot of help and support from Grant this evening.
But it's nice to see you all communicating over the stove. It's starting to work more as a team now, which is very good. It helps. Slowly coming together. It's almost too easy, isn't it? So I've asked for another 5 tables tomorrow night, which will be about another 15, 20 customers. So it'll start to push it to about 80 customers. What's another 20 customers?
Yeah.
Bit more screaming, bit more pain.
And a lot more pommes puree.
He's got one arm like and the other arm's all puny.
Yeah, you got to hold on that one, I'll tell you.
Bruce,
Okay.
I've got to say, you impressed me tonight.
Thank you, Marco.
You're as solid as a rock. And I thought you were the star boy tonight. I thought you were fantastic.
Thank you.
So tomorrow night, who performed best, apart from Bruce, were Aid and Naomi. You'll both be team leaders tomorrow. So you will have to choose your team.
I reckon Marco's probably hoping to see actually how competitive, you know, we all really are. But knowing Marco, he could be looking to see anything, you know, you never know. I want you to be on my team.